Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Max, Maggie, Ida. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? Hope everybody's got their cup. Oh, that's good. Ah, last show of the week. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. We're having a big shindig at my mom's. Um, Her place is still going to be the gathering place for everybody, and it's going to be kind of bittersweet, you know, her not being there. And it really made me think about what I'm thankful for, you know. And I'm thankful for all you know, the friends that I've made over the years. I'm thankful for what's going on here right now. Um, I'm thankful for my family. We've got a big life, you know. And someone once told me it's not how much life you've lived, it's how much you've lived life. And they're right. I fully agree with you there. I was talking to Ray yesterday, and she was telling me about. She pretty much told me the same thing. Um, I think she will be. I honestly do, and I'm pretty sure my dad will be too. Um, I'm more at peace with this than I was with my dad for a while. I guess because I actually give myself a chance to mourn. But that's too heavy a subject for this morning. I have no topic for today. None other than what are we thankful for? Good morning, Sandra. How are you this morning? Whoa. Good morning, Judy. Jeff. Hey. How are you doing? Rolling it out early, buddy. Just so you know, Jeff, I caught your show the other night. I don't catch many shows much anymore with my work schedule. I get all caught up in my own BS. And but I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better. I stopped by on Marty's show last night. Um, oh, I hear you, man. I have not been hunting once this year, not once. Good morning, Craig. Papa C, how you doing? The ducks are flying. I'm not out there. Well, shoot fire. Me too, buddy. Me too. I don't know what happened last night. I should really still have my ass in the bed. I did not get to sleep to probably 5 o'clock this morning. Yep. I don't know what I did, but good afternoon, Mr. Lee 3PO. Welcome back. There you go. Hey, Jeff, what's the weather like up there, bud? Colder than the well diggers behind. R2 I like that. Max. Ah, like that. Oh man, that's good. I love my coffee in the morning. It's like I said, this was one of those days. I've been accused of having no structure to my show. Can you imagine that? Can't expect much from a show with no structure. That's that's what I was told. Wow. That's a fact. That's a fact. I've got a watch. I'm good with the watch. It's just I don't. I usually run on my own time, but my router, yeah, yeah. So I think over the weekend I'm gonna have to do some a major overhaul on my PC rig here. Um, it has happened a couple of times. It happened a lot last night where the whole thing just froze up and shut me out. I was talking to my brother about it. He said was having similar problems, and he had to uninstall and reinstall the operating program. So I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to back up. Uh-uh, get down. All that stuff. Y'all doing that crazy mess. Not today. They think they run the house. Good morning, Jen. Yeah, I guess it would. And stop all those downloads. I could have nothing but my browser running in the background. And for whatever reason, it just likes to freeze up from time to time. I'm afraid that I may have a problem elsewhere too, maybe with my CPU. Um, that may be my problem. Good morning, Nikki. How are you doing this morning? Yeah. Yeah, I'm dragging right now. A little bit. Look at here. And it's one of them mornings. I have nothing pulled up on to look at and read to you or nothing like that. I figured I'd come on, do a little Thanksgiving thing, and one thing I'm thankful for, and I never thought I'd actually be saying this, is when I started this channel. I had no intention of getting as far as I did. I had no idea that I'd be where I'm at with this channel. I had no idea that I would have the chat build up that I've got right now. The people that come along and are interested in what I actually have to say. And it's been therapeutic for myself and quite a few people who've stopped by here and been able to share their experiences and whatnot. And I'm thankful for that. No, that's awesome. For right now, I have no other duty than macaroni salad. That's it. That's it. The girls have taken upon themselves to do whatever. Oh, you heard that in the background? That's my son. I told him to kind of keep it down, but he's going to do what he's going to do. But yeah, it's been a ride. It's been almost 5 years, I think, since I started this, and I've learned a lot. Made a lot of new friends. People I talk to quite a bit just through this show, talking about this, that, and the third. And it starts out with, what this channel was based on, cryptids or paranormal, UFOs, whatever. And then it goes to everyday life, what's going on with your life. And that's the main thing. That means we can get past it. I'm going to be honest with you guys about something. I guess I'm bored with the Sasquatch thing. Not some, yeah, I guess bored is the right word for it. Not that I'm uninterested. I am, by all means. But this whole UFO thing has got me intrigued. And there is so many people out here is pushing one side to the other. Are we being invaded, or do we have some type of relationship with some type of extraterrestrial beings, or what? But I'm curious as to how everything is played out in our lifetime as a race. I'm not talking as individual people. I'm talking about human beings as a race. There's so much that has been erased, but not completely, from our timeline, and so much of that is being covered up, in my opinion. Thanks, Jeff. I do appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've seen how your show has evolved too. I'm watching and paying attention how a lot of these shows I've watched over the past couple of years, how they're evolving. Um, everything they say everything changes, but these shows I never thought of it as having a personality, but these shows we they actually do have a personality, I believe, and it stems from um, what we do here in chat. The social interaction here. It's like a big round table. I love the fellowship that we have, and I was watching Pine Island Research the other night, and Jay was on there, and it was a great show. That was one of my favorites so far. To be honest with you, and that it was it was good. It was really good. Um, and congratulations, Jeff. And I hope things are going good for you over there on Untold Radio. Hope they're treating you right. That's the main thing. I don't believe so. I don't believe there's any. I don't rely on the scientific community at all. And probably you're right. Science has become too political. There's an agenda behind all this. Um, I guess coming up that aren't even Bigfoot focused. That's a good thing. I think it's healthy not to paint yourself into a corner. I wholeheartedly agree, sir. Abso-freaking-lutely. I have Zach Fowler coming on, who won season 3 of Alone. And huh. That's awesome. His perspective on being in remote areas and survival situations is fascinating and helpful to those in our community. I believe that too. Now, and these these shows we do, yeah, yep, exactly. And I really never thought of it before. And there's, like I said, there's been a few that have told me that my show has no real structure and it's unprofessional or some such stuff. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. And I've noticed I've been losing subscribers, but that's okay. You guys are still here, and that's what matters. To me, that's all that matters. I'm gonna have to check that out. I've said it once. If I haven't said it once, I've said it 50 times. That you guys are the reason why the show even exists. It really is. Um, Getting back to the point I was trying to make earlier about this show, when I was boots on the ground out in the field doing my investigation and research into the field of cryptids and specifically the forest folk. Um, I found the answers that I was looking for. And when it when it became a prove it to me argument, I'm like, no, I'm not proving nothing to you. I've got nothing to prove to anybody. Just like you guys. All of you out there who've had some type of paranormal experience, and I'm using that as the blanket term for everything, whether, a cryptid encounter, a ghostly encounter, some type of interaction with any type of spirit, or some type of extraterrestrial UFO experience. That's all a paranormal experience to me. And any of you who have had these experiences, um, you know what you saw, and don't back down ever from that. Don't ever let someone tell you you're crazy. They're the ones who's crazy. Now, I'm not knocking the people out here who are looking for that hard evidence of the existence of Sasquatch. I'm not knocking the people who are out here are actually trying to prove the existence of ghostly phenomena. Um, can we contact the recently departed? They're not truly what you would call dead, in my opinion. They've just transcended. Our loved ones, everyone has transcended and moved on from this life to another. So, or their vessel may be expired here, their spirit is living on somewhere else, and maybe because we do have free will, we decide to just hang around here for a bit and see how things go and make sure everything's all right before we actually do move on. Hold just a second. Let's see. What if I might be crazy in almost every area of my life? Well, um, I think that's a problem a lot of us have. Um, I don't know any famous Bigfooters. I just know there's something big and hairy in the woods. That's right. I, I, oh no, he's just getting a little too loud. Uh, good morning, Brandy. Good morning. I'm letting. I found myself letting go of a lot of um, hang ups, I guess you'd call them. Stigmas. Um, like divination. I used to think I was so rooted in this one um, idea that all of that is Satan's work or whatever. When doing a lot of research and jumping down these rabbit holes to learn more and get answers to these questions, that just seem to elude me. And I'm letting go of a lot of that. and finding that we as a people are a lot more than we think. And the way this show has developed over the years, for me being this guy who could barely talk to a camera, didn't have much to say. Now you can't shut me up. uh, I would love to do more of those evening late night shows where they go on to 2, 3 hours, because sometimes the conversation's that good. But for me, I feel limiting the show to 1 hour segments, 4 days a week on an AM schedule right now is more beneficial to everybody. I mean, there's not a lot of shows that cover this topic at this time of day. There's not a lot of shows that just limit it to an hour. They will go on and on and on. And I just find if I have a subject that I want to continue talking about, we can continue on the next show. I'm not exhausting your mind and wanting you to go somewhere else. That's funny, Mr. Lee. It's funny you mentioned that, because my wife has been bringing up the fact that I've been talking in my sleep a lot here lately. She said this morning, you said a full sentence about something. I can't remember what it was. Oh my God. Not you two. Not you two. Hey, would you hush? Enough of that, please. Ain't have nothing. Yeah. I want to know what those hundreds of trillions of microbes we got in us think. I don't like the idea that they may be running me. Well, there's a symbiosis, I do believe. Um, they have, I do believe they have some type of consciousness. Um, I know there's been scientifically proven that atoms choose to take the form that they take, which is crazy. And when you think about that, that's a subatomic level you're looking at, and there's a consciousness there. So now, see, I didn't know that. Nice, nice. Well, howdy, Claude. Good morning. Good morning. I have some of the craziest dreams. I mean, last night I was dreaming I was in a Japanese herb garden in Japan. Never been. Would love to go. A lot of history there. But I'm like, what the hell is that? What brought that up? Where did that come from? Just scroll up and check, Claude. That's all we've got. That's true. It's true though. And we're it's today's a episode of Seinfeld is show about nothing today. So Anybody got anything they want to talk about today? What you got there, son?
Yeah, showing this. That is true.
Okay. My son wants me to show you his fabulous artwork. Whatever. Is that that's some type of fish?
Yep.
What kind of fish did you call it?
I call it the Ascrovoca fish.
Astrovoca?
Ascrovoca.
Ascrovoca?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what kind. Is that something you made up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. It's kind of refreshing to just be able to do that and not have to worry about some type of agenda. Although there are times when I just do like to, I'd like to pick a topic and talk about it. But we get bombarded with all these shows that we've got. We've gotten bombarded with a lot of this stuff, and sometimes I just want to just sit back and just do this, just talk about whatever. Thank you, Brandy. I'll let him know. He just walked away. Thanks, Mr. Lee. Appreciate that. He's a good kid. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Judy. Hold on a second. See? You did good. Proud of you, boy. Love you, son.
Love you too, Dad.
Go play. Yay! See, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, I do. I was burying myself in research and all this other stuff, and just driving myself batshit. Hoff, good morning, fella. How you doing, man? I'm sorry I couldn't hang around longer last night. It was a good show, man. This is one of the shows about nothing. And those of you who haven't checked out the Hoffcast, go over to his channel and give it a look see and give him a like and a subscribe. He's underrated, I think. Well, thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. I'll let him know. He needs all the encouragement he can get. Well, I keep all this stuff if I can. And there are times when I have to just make that decision, that executive decision to make room for other stuff. So I've got to get rid of some stuff. So I hate doing that. It's like that Darius Rucker song, "It Ain't Gonna Be This Way for Long," and it's one of those. That's one of those songs I can't listen to. I can't listen to it. I can't listen to it. Otherwise, I'm like, no. Thank you, Jeff. Hey, I mean, Hoff speaks the truth. He speaks the truth. His a lot of he's got a lot of political commentary. He delves into the paranormal from time to time, but mostly it's a lot of it's political, and I don't have nothing against that. He's got his own opinions, and that's what it's about. And I'll hang out. Oh no, 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 can't listen to that one either. All that shit changed when he come along. You know, he made me into a big puss. That's just all there is to it. Um, yeah, my life totally changed when he come along. I finally really did figure out what I was capable of when he come along. It's amazing. Me and my nephew were talking about that. When our kids come along, how much our view on life changed. Thank you, Judy. I got to get a hold of Marty and figure out to do something with her. She wanted to collab. Hopefully, she still wants to. Marty, if you're listening, I haven't forgotten. I'm just a bit overwhelmed here lately. Amen, Sandra. Amen. That's just people just like to stir crap. And I've known a couple of pot stirrers in my time, and it's not just. I mean, men, women, it doesn't matter. Um, there's. I don't know why people like to just point their finger at women and being pot stirrers and all this other stuff. Um, um, Gossipers and all this other stuff. And it's no, guys are every bit as guilty. Every bit is guilty at doing that. Yeah, Hoff, I think you'll like Jeff's show. It's very informative. I said this. I, I was looking back on that first video that I did, and I mentioned where I wasn't going to try and reinvent the wheel as far as the show is concerned, and I meant it. Um, I've tried to incorporate some of the production style of some other shows, but I wound up doing my own thing. Yeah. Thanks, Nikki. That's right. If you don't like what's being said, just move on. And like I told you before, I've been noticing that I've had a drop in subscriber rate. I mean, a couple months ago I had 525. Now I've got like 518. It is what it is. They don't like the fact that I'm not doing a night show anymore, and well, I'm not saying that's completely out of the question. I might do a couple of evening shows. Um, I might, you know, pop on just to pop on. This is true though. If you're not rustling feathers, the truth has a way of hurting people. It stings. It stings. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, um, they've been wanting to do a rant about a lot of stuff, but I've been kind of reserved about my opinion on a few things because I know it's going to ruffle some feathers. But it's we'll see. Yeah, Tracy, I can sing that song. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. If I can, I would love to do that. I appreciate that. So the older I get, I find um, I don't have much of a filter, so it tends to come right on out. And I love ruffling feathers. I use their tears to lubricate my guns. Amen, brother. Hell yeah. uh, there are certain subjects though. I mean, it's not one of those things you can just rip the band-aid off of. Um, there's certain subject that I would like to get into. I'd like to talk about and discuss that. Um, Honestly, I mean, I just do feel that a lot of people aren't ready for yet, and it took me a long time for me to wrap my head around all this stuff. Amen. It's amazing at how political minded people have become in the last 6 7 years. Um, it's all started with the 2016 election. Um, Trump was an anomaly. He was in by all rights, that man was not supposed to be in office. He was not supposed to be. He was there for 4 years, and they did everything they could on both sides of the aisle, Republican and Democrat, to get him out. Now, everybody can say what they want, but you look at the facts, and that's what happened. He exposed a lot of stuff, and you started seeing them doing the talk. A lot of them talking the quiet part out loud. Um, and we've talked about on this show too that around 2014, 2015, you started to actually feel a shift in um, the energy. You look at everything that's been going on in the world, not just here in America, but in the world, and it mirrors everything. It's just I'm living in a clown world, man, and the upside down of Stranger Things. It's just crazy. He says it's all his. It's not fake. Oops. The whole world is upside down. I have a picture of squirrel's butt. Look, just Well, yeah. You can sit and make fun of them. Hell yeah, I'll make fun of them. I'm not one of those. I'm not a never Trumper. I'm not a diehard Trump fan. There are people who will back that dude no matter what. No matter what. Um, I'd hold his feet to the fire about a lot of things he's done. Um, yeah, he does. You look at pictures of him about 10 years ago, and look at him now. You can definitely tell. It's like I throw color in my beard. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, can't hide it. You'll see a lot of gray there. Next thing you know, you turn around and it's gone. What? Dude, I'm fighting that mess. I'm fighting it. We've been under a government whose agenda was simply focused on division. The amount of separation that exists now has made the concept of bipartisan extinct. You're absolutely right. Buck, what's up, man? You feel targeted? You in church, buddy? Yay! You're going to join the club. Here we go. The Swing Machine. Hey, man, how in the world are you? Good morning. Good morning. We may go over a little bit this morning. That's okay. That's okay. Seemed to be back in the 90s. The libs started changing the definition of everything. Started with the phrase politically correct. Yep. When PC started coming around, that's when I knew things were going to get rotten. I mean, that's a slippery slope. It's a censorship of our First Amendment right. I mean, it's like if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. If you don't like what somebody's saying, just walk away from them or punch them in the mouth. You know, you got your options. But I don't believe in limiting somebody's freedom of speech. I don't care if you're uh, I don't know, a vegan SJW or a Klan member. You've got every right to say what you want to say. And it's us as grown freaking adults to make that decision whether we want to listen to it or not. We can get up and we can walk away. We can change the channel. I heard about that. Yes, sir. Choices. We do have choices. We do have choices, and they want to take it away from us. Um, Personal opinion through facts that I've been paying attention to, and I do believe our government changed in 1963. I do believe there was a soft coup in 63, and our government was taken over by the military industrial complex, as Eisenhower predicted and warned us about. So, I mean, I think that's when it really changed. When things were really changed is 1963. You know, it's up for. I hear you. Happy Thanksgiving, Jen. Happy Thanksgiving. That's right. You have a right to say it, but you have the right to find out the cost too. I mean, everything's got a little bit of a cost. I mean, it is what it is. And you look at everything that our so-called government is keeping hidden and lying to us about, and we can't say they're not. Um, like we're children. We're grown flipping adults, man. Tell us, give us a skinny on what's going on. Okay. Kennedy definitely wasn't up to doing what the military industrial complex wanted. They were at least worried, Bobby Kennedy especially. Bobby, with the assassination of John and Bobby Kennedy, and then Martin Luther King, I think those were the three defining voices and faces of change that were silenced and taken completely off the board forever. Um, we could get on to a whole conspiratorial rant about the grassy knoll and all that other stuff, but forensic evidence, when done properly, usually doesn't lie. Just saying. Um, there was a lot that Kennedy was going to expose. There was a lot that Kennedy was going to get rid of, and he was cutting back on the FBI. He was going to cut back on the CIA, which I'm all about. Yes, I said it. I'm all about that. Now I've got friends in the FBI. I spent 12 years in law enforcement in a place where we had to deal with the FBI quite often at a certain point. And you learn a lot of stuff. There's good people there. Don't get me wrong. There are people there who want to do the right thing. There are people who want to do the job. And I've known a couple people who were there, found out what it was about, and wasn't long after they did their stint there, got their resume, they left. They said, "This is bullshit." That's dangerous freedom as opposed to the peaceful slavery of censorship. That's correct. Yes, like we are children. People call them Daddy Gov. Yep. Puppets thought they could tug on the strings. See you later, Mr. Lee. Thank you for hanging out this morning. Yep. I'm with Steven Crowder on this. Defund the FBI, defund the CIA, because they have totally overreached I mean, that's right. That's right. Richie Evans, good morning, buddy. Oh, it's still morning, and we got a couple minutes left of the morning. um, yeah, I'm going to be having lunch here pretty soon. Probably about around 1-ish. So all in all, talking about the channel and its evolution and how it's changed over the last couple of years, from me just being out in the field making pre-recorded videos and speaking my mind about certain things, to actually coming on, having guests on, having a conversation. And us, we don't have a community here, we have a fellowship. That's the way I think. I think fellowshipping is a lot more adequate and correct term to use for what we do here. Everybody is in on the conversation, and this is the structure to the show. We know what's going on. We do. We know what's going on. I bring up subjects, and you guys are like, yeah, I know about that. And this is like, all right, yeah, this is Raven Fellowship. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. And there's people who show up here every morning for this exact same reason, just to chill and, think about a few things, but not make it so heavy, But I'm going to save the heavy stuff for evening shows. Maybe if I can ever get back around to doing them, I'll probably do evening shows again. Maybe one show a week, one evening show, and have a guest on maybe if I can. Probably about around 8-ish my time, which is Eastern time. There you go. It really is, man. I'm glad you could be here too today, man. I do. I'm hate that I'm missing some folks, and I'm glad I'm picking up others. I want to be able to reach both, so I'm toying with, like I said, trying to do another evening show so that other people can join in on the conversation. I think this has been a good time. Oh, I know. I know. Let's see. I appreciate that. This is going real good. I'll be honest with you. I'm more comfortable doing this time slot than I was the evening show. Way more comfortable. Things seem to be more relaxed. And of course, I could talk to a freaking chair if it talked back. So, it really is, dude. The morning shows, yeah, like I said, I like them because they're a little bit more relaxed. We don't talk about a lot of the heavy stuff like we used to. Of course, I got kind of into that yesterday, but you guys followed right along. We're all talking about it. So that's the structure of the show. So anybody claims that there's no structure to it, there is a structure to it. It's called freedom, and we do what we do here. I was looking up some stuff last night that I wanted to talk about, and I said, this is the last show of the week. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Nah, I just want to let everybody know that I'm thankful for you guys, for being here every morning with me, whether you're having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. I appreciate you hanging out, and that's right. That's unfortunately true. And yeah, I just want to say, what it boils down to is I just really want to say thank you guys, and I'm thankful for you guys for being here every day, every morning. We have a fresh set in the morning, eyes, ears, and usually about this time in the morning, the brain fog is just kind of started to lift, and we can really think. But on that note, we've hit the hour mark, and I'm going to jump off of here, wrap things up. My last little monologue there. For those of you who are out there in your tree stands and ground hunters, whether you're hunting waterfowl or deer, good luck out there. And I mean that from one hunter to another. Good luck. And I'm going to end this right now by saying, I love y'all, and I mean it. And I wish each and every one of you a happy Thanksgiving. And just embrace life. We never know when that number is going to be pulled, and just enjoy life as best you can. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. Until next time, I love you, mean it. Bye.